Testing,
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Quiet now, please, everybody. Quiet on set. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
It's not recording.
Oh,
No, it is really.
it is recording, isn't it?
It is recording.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Happy new me. Happy new you, Paul. It's like we've all been reset, isn't it?
It's like your hair. Reset.
Welcome, bloody welcome. Welcome to 2022.
2022.
Oh, happy new you. What a load of old toss. Really. Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, okay, it's a new year, but nothing's changed.
Well, the time
Do
has
you
changed.
feel
We've
different?
moved forward in
You
time.
do feel slightly different to me. Slightly rounder.
Yeah, that's most probably Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's too many cheese straws.
Oh yeah, those cheese straws were nice.
If you'd like the recipe, you need to...
Visit our YouTube playlist.
No, it's not on there.
Well, you have to do it on
Where did
there.
I put the recipe? Instagram. Oh,
Instagram? What's Instagram?
you'll have to join Instagram and look up my picture of cheese straws, where I put the recipe underneath in a comment.
Have you not done that as a video?
No, maybe I should.
I think you should.
But I don't want to have to eat all those calories again, Paul. We only make them around New Year.
I can eat those calories.
Yeah,
It
but
won't make a difference to
Look,
me.
Happy New Year. Let's think about losing a little bit of weight. Just a little bit. Cutting down.
I think for me it is walking. I've said this so many times.
Yeah.
For me it's walking. Yeah.
We'll start.
I know, I'm going to.
Start
I think I'm going to do
today.
the Jane Fonda walkout as well. How long is that? Is that 10 minutes?
18 minutes.
18 minutes.
You do a mile.
Can I allow myself half an hour a day
A bit
to
more.
do that? Yes, I think I can.
You can, of course you can. I tell you what, let's get on with the show, Paul, because we haven't said
Weather!
no.
Sunday chat!
Oh, Jesus, Mary, Mother of God. Welcome to the show, bloody welcome. And let's start off with Rich and Paul's weather report.
It's warm.
Very warm. I don't know why I've got pashmina on.
No, I don't know where you got passion.
Well, it's for style.
Is it to hold up those folds in your neck? Is that why it's there?
Don't think so, Paul. That's pot calling kettle black, isn't it?
Most probably, yeah.
Seeing as you've
Though
got
I don't
one
have folds, I
huge-
just have a neck. It just sort of goes down like that. Unless I do that.
Just stop. No, it's very, very warm. In fact, it is the warmest New Year's Eve on record in the UK.
It was.
It was last night.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Day today.
It's
Sorry,
New Year's Day
should have said
today.
that. It's very warm and slightly humid. Does it feel humid to you? I think my hair's telling me it's humid
Yeah, I think it
with
is.
the extra body.
I have opened the front window. We don't normally have the front window on in here,
On?
but because open
Turn
in
the
here.
window on.
But we don't normally have the heating on when we're doing Sunday chat
Well,
either.
it
And
did-
you had the heating on, so it got too warm. So I've opened the window.
It did feel slightly cooler this morning.
Yeah, but it wasn't cool enough to put it up to 5 million degrees, was it? No.
Don't exaggerate, Paul.
17 degrees would have done, and a couple of thermal blankets. We'd have been fine.
Yeah, okay. Calm down now, Paul.
And what
It's out
about
of
today?
control.
What about
Stop
today?
him.
Is today going to be the warmest New Year's Day on record?
I don't know, but it is now. It is now cloudy. There are very small patches of blue sky and a slight breeze. And they are saying that it is going to cool down this week, Paul.
Oh, magpie. Hello, Mr. Magpie.
Where?
There's a magpie in the birch tree. Oh, he just flew in. He's just flown off. Aww.
I can't see it.
Well, you don't have your glasses on to be able to see it, do you?
And I do feel a little bleary-eyed having had a couple of glasses of Prosecco last night. For our New Year's Eve extravaganza of sitting down.
And watching TV.
And watching television.
Yeah. And chatting.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So, Paul, what
happened last night? Last night, Armageddon hit.
Oh, yes.
About 5 minutes before midnight. I really could not believe the barrage, and it was a barrage of fireworks, bangs, clatters, all of that hit at 5 to midnight last night. And then when midnight came, well, the whole earth got destroyed. Completely and utterly destroyed. And that is a fact.
We're talking to you from a parallel universe.
We are. We skipped into a parallel timeline.
Ooh.
But it was bad, wasn't it?
It was really bad. It was one of the loudest New Year's Eve's firework barrage. The sky was lit up with multiple colours, sparkles, bangs, whoops and crackles.
Daisies.
Crackles. It's out of control, frankly.
I think the time has come, and we've said this before, the time has come to ban personal fireworks. People buying fireworks for personal use. It needs to be banned.
I think organised displays should be drone-based with lasers and little flying drones doing lovely patterns in the sky. I've seen them, they're fabulous.
Yeah, but the thing...
I think people would like that.
They would like it, but the problem is that, you know, when you have New Year's Eve, it's now so huge around the world, you know, from Sydney through to Hawaii, or is it New Zealand? Sydney, does New Zealand have the same timeline as...
And are we all in the new year yet?
Well, yes.
Is everybody in the new
year
now? Oh.
Because they'll be seeing... Well, they're not now.
Now?
They will be in about 20 minutes.
Really? Is that when the last new year comes in? Where? Paul? Where?
No, it won't be. It will be midnight tonight, won't it? That will be the last midnight. And that's what I was trying to think. Is it Hawaii or is it New Zealand? I don't know where the time band. I think it must be sort of Hawaii side.
Yeah, I'm going into a coma now, Paul.
Honestly.
So, it's been very warm, very, very warm.
Yeah, have you lost your thread now?
And what are we watching on TV this week?
We can't be there yet. What we do want to say is about the sad news that came through yesterday. Sad but not unexpected news that the Queen of Comedy Television, Betty White, passed away on New Year's Eve at the ripe old age of 99 years, 11 months and 2 weeks.
It's very specific, Paul.
Well, it's 2 weeks to her, it would have been 2 weeks to her 100th birthday, that's why.
And as you know, we were big fans of the Golden Girls.
We are.
During the lockdown, the first lockdown,
yeah,
we watched the whole box set from start to finish. And it is sad, but she was old. Old woman dies.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I said it wasn't unexpected.
I'm being flippant.
But she is of that generation. You know, she is of that generation where I don't really know who else is alive at the moment that has been around for all that long. I mean, there may be another actor. I don't know.
No, the only other one was Thingy, wasn't it? Kirk Douglas. He was quite old, wasn't he?
8 decades she has been working, you know, including...
And she was an absolute beauty when she was younger, wasn't she? I mean, she was a beauty anyway, but she was a stunner, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yeah,
it is sad, but hey-ho, life goes on into 2022.
2022.
So, Paul.
Yeah.
We don't tend to make New Year's resolutions, do we?
No.
No, we don't. And we'll tell you why.
Go on, tell us why.
Because I think very often people have an expectation that the new year is going to be transformative.
New year, new you.
Just because the date's changed and the new year is here. And I think people that set those goals hurriedly at this time of year maybe aren't being realistic. And we all know about setting SMART goals, don't we, Paul? Yes, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time-bound.
I do remember that now.
And there's smarter as well.
Oh, is there? What's ER?
ER.
Emergency room. Is that when all those fail, you find yourself at the emergency room?
No, Paul, no. I can't remember, actually.
Well, that's useless.
I'll
isn't it?
look it up.
Are you going to put it down below?
If you stick to the SMART rule and break down your goals and maybe set them in February. I found it odd that R in February. It's funny, isn't it? February.
February.
It's weird, isn't it?
Février.
February is much easier to say.
It is.
It?
Maybe we should just drop February and just speak.
Don't think about setting those goals
French.
in January.
Maybe we should just speak
You're like
French
a one-armed
in January.
bandit. Am I ever going to get a jackpot?
I feel like a puppet now. Where are you going to put your hand up?
I was going to sing that song then.
What, Puppet on a String?
Puppet on a String by Sandy Shaw.
Is my hair like string? Is that why you were thinking that? Or is it like straw? Because puppets, they used to have straw in them as well, didn't they? The old puppets, they used to fill with straw
No,
as
it's
well.
more like steel wool, Paul.
I don't think puppets had steel wool.
So
Maybe R2-D2 had steel wool inside him.
No, we had Kenny Baker inside him, I think you'll find.
Oh yeah, he did, yeah.
I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to bring up the subject of setting good goals for the new year and achieving your aims in life. But Paul won't let me, so I'm going to stop.
I've stopped.
So yeah, think about setting goals in February. I can't even say February now.
February. It is an odd word, isn't it?
We've done that.
I know, but I'm just
on.
thinking about it again.
Moving on swiftly now, because it's only going to be a short one today.
Yeah. Because you've got better things to do, like thinking about the things that you'd like to start doing come February.
Yeah, lovely. So, Paul, what have we been watching on television this week? So, we watched the latest cult movie, Don't Look Up.
Yes, we did.
Spoiler alert, they all die. They do.
No, they don't.
Oh no, they don't all die. I was just teasing. We have seen... I knew nothing about this movie at all. I'd not seen any hype. I hadn't even heard the name until you said it that day.
Yeah, and I actually hadn't either.
And so I didn't know what to expect. This is a movie about... It's an allegory about climate change, in actual fact. But the movie itself is about some astronomers that discover that a huge comet is hurtling through space and will hit the Earth in 6 months, 14 days' time. It's an extinction level... That's what you're going to get in a minute, an extinction level event.
That was the extinction level event. It's crashing.
Yeah, I don't need your miming.
Earth.
Just calm down. Really out of control this morning.
I'm going to have some tea.
And they are attempting to tell the American administration that this is going to happen. And basically the gist of it is it's falling on deaf ears. And it continues to fall on deaf ears until the last minute. Really? It's a comedy. It's a satirical comedy. And I didn't realise this at the beginning. I thought it was a serious disaster movie.
You did ask me, is this a comedy?
I said, is this a comedy then?
And I went, yes.
And then I kind of got into it. Now, I've seen a lot of people who have reviewed it and disliked it intensely, saying they only spent half an hour watching it and turned it off. I got into it, really got into it, and we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, you thoroughly enjoyed it.
I thought it was excellent.
He thought it was excellent.
Superb ensemble cast.
Yes.
Superb. Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio. Alexa, stop. Thank you. Kate Blanchett.
That
two
singer,
other people.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
That's it.
And several other, Jonah Hill, blah blah blah. Fantastic cast, fantastic effects. It's a superb movie. I thought it was excellent. Really takes you by surprise. The style of it is very modern. It's kind of graphic in places in terms of the use of graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's well worth a watch.
I think it's worth a watch. I thought it was good. I could have turned off at any point, I think, because I sort of knew what the story, knew what the allegory was. And I'm not a great Leonardo DiCaprio fan. And I didn't like his character. I thought the worst characterization was his character. Because he goes through a journey which I felt there was nothing in his character that gave me that journey that he went through. Now, you disagree with this.
I totally disagree.
Know. He totally disagrees with this.
I think he went through a transformative journey during the film.
I think he goes through a transformative journey. I don't think he went through that journey. I didn't feel his character went through that journey. I felt he was very, apart from shouting a bit and then being quite quiet, he was... All the other characters I loved.
You're wrong, Paul.
I'm happy to be wrong, even though I'm right.
Was unrecognisable.
Yeah.
I did not actually recognise her at the beginning.
Seriously?
When the character came on, did the first scene, I thought, oh, this is a typical news anchor, you know, sexy American blonde.
She was great.
And then I realised that it was Kate Blanchett. And it was like, goodness me, that is... superb character acting, just fantastic.
And I thought, what's her name was brilliant as well.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she was absolutely great.
Really good, really enjoyable. Kind of sad as well because I felt it would be what would happen if we were to receive this news.
Well, we are receiving this news, but in a different way.
In a
it's
different
about
format.
climate. We're receiving this news.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's falling on deaf ears.
That's the allegory. I'm talking about the story.
I know. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not directly about climate change. Directly, it's an allegory. Paul. I'll climate change you in a minute for a newer model.
I was in the shower the other day.
What
I thought
else
I was
did we
going through a
watch?
climate change.
I'm going through a climate change now, I tell you. We also watched the remake of The Amazing Mr. Blunden.
Yeah, which is one of your favourite films.
Which is one of my favourite childhood films.
Did you read the book?
No. I watched the movie. There is only the movie.
And who was in the original movie?
Him with her and her.
Yeah.
Diana Dawes.
Diana Dawes, that's right.
Maddie
Diana Dawes.
Smith, who was in the remake as well. I thought it was charming.
I thought it was
charming.
lovely.
I thought it was a really good remake. They kind of brought the character of the boy and girl who go to live in this house. They brought them up to date.
Well, it was set in modern times.
But it's not originally.
No, that's what I'm saying. They have brought it to modern times.
Yeah. Really well done. Charming, lovely story. It was great.
Good acting.
I think the original Diana Dawes as Mrs. Wickens was a lot scarier than Tamsin Greig's interpretation, but she was still good.
But I did like that. There's a little change in the story between the two films of those two characters.
Yeah, there
the
is.
Tamsin Greig and the Diana Dawes character. And I did like that new twist in the modern one. I did like that.
Just trying to think what you're thinking about.
With the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She
And
dies
Mark
at the end.
Gatiss. Mark Gatiss.
Yeah, Mark Gatiss did it.
It's
So,
his adaptation.
Really good, well worth a watch. If you don't know the original film, the original film is still worth a watch as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It is one of those charming films. I loved the end.
Yeah, the end was lovely.
Yeah, really, really cute.
And there's a sort of scullery maid in it who never quite she's always lilts off. No, she can't stand up straight. And that character is just so amusing.
Good.
Lovely.
We've also been watching Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol.
Yes,
Are we still recording, Paul?
Yeah, we are. So that's on Sky, one of the Sky channels, which we get as part of our Virgin Media package.
We've been really enjoying it. Eddie Izzard, two other people.
Several other people, actually.
Yeah, but the thing about Dan Brown, it's weird, isn't it? Because I have read the Da Vinci Code, but I wasn't part of the original buzz that went on around that book. What fascinates me about Dan Brown's books is that he really manages to convince the ordinary man on the street that these things are real.
What, you mean like the Illuminati and things like that?
Well,
Masons,
all this
controlling
stuff,
the world.
all this stuff, these magical sort of things that happen. I mean, we had people to say to us, "Oh, do you realise the Da Vinci Code is real?" It's like, it's not. It's a work of fiction. Paul, don't be silly. Don't be one of those people. It's a work of fiction based on things that do exist, but put together to weave another magic spell, if you like.
I mean, that's how the best stories are. They're sort of woven through fact.
People go on tours to visit those places thinking that the story is real.
Yeah, they do.
And it's not. It's a work of fiction. The Lost Symbol is a work of fiction based on things that do kind of exist, but woven together to create a good story. And it is a good story. We've been enjoying it.
We have been fully engaged with it.
It just makes me die when people think it's real.
Not literally. But I mean, people do that, don't they? I mean, it's like the Game of Thrones, which some of you may think is real.
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
No, neither have we. But of course, it was filmed significantly in Northern Ireland. And so that has really boosted the economy in Northern Ireland, with people going there and visiting it and going to the places where they've actually filmed
Next.
it. And that's what happens. I mean, with the potato, Guernsey potato peel and literally in Bum Society thing, that people went to Guernsey after they'd seen the film. And actually, there's only one bit of the film.
I've lost it. I've lost it. Because I thought you were going to say potato head woman. And I just thought I was going to say that. Oh dear. Oh shit. Sorry, I just lost it. I don't know why. Joy came upon me.
Did she? Well, there we are. Lucky you and Joy.
Paul.
So, there was only one scene in the film that was filmed in Guernsey. Yet Guernsey, quite rightly...
Is this the potato peel?
Literally, that one.
Yeah.
And, it was milked. And that's absolutely great, because it was great for the tourism of Guernsey. But, if you want to see the places where that film was filmed...
Watch our videos.
Go down to Cornwall. because that's where they were filmed.
Watch our videos for the real Guernsey.
Yes, the real Guernsey. And Mum.
Real Guernsey.
And Mum as well. Yes, yeah. So yeah,
So
you know.
Paul, what else have we been watching? So the other thing we've been watching is the adorable, charming Worzel Gummidge.
Oh, this is the remake again. Mackenzie Crook has written it, directed it, and stars in it as Worzel Gummidge.
Is it the second season of it?
Well, what they did is they did a short season, I think, of 3. Then they did a Christmas special, and then this is another series of 3. And
apparently the first one was shown first back in November. The Bonfire Night one.
Oh right, well that makes sense. I wondered why it was sort of out of
Guy
order.
Fawkes.
I wonder why it was out of order. Well, not out of order, but why they were showing something about Christmas. That was November in Christmas. But that makes sense now, I know that.
It's utterly charming. It
is.
Beautiful to look at. It's well filmed. It's thoughtfully put together. It addresses issues of our time now, like climate change, environment, and it's well acted, and there are characters that you really fall in love with. Who's your favourite scarecrow?
I think Aunt Sally's not really a scarecrow.
No. Who's your favourite scarecrow?
I think what's it? Herbie Doodah in the allotment. Earthy.
Earthy. She's my favourite.
Earthy. I love Earthy.
She's so sweet and so
bumbly.
She's lovely.
Yeah. But I love the motorbike ones as well. Yeah. I thought that there's several scenes where there's sort of some minor transformation that actually is a huge transformation for scarecrows, and those moments are either gloriously funny or beautifully tender. And in the last one with the fairground, when Aunt Sally, she wants to be young rather than a sort of, crusty flaking Aunt Sally, fairground attraction as she used to be, where sticks were thrown at her. She wants to be young, and she gets told that she can't be young. What she is now is her life, her heritage, the beauty of what she's gone through. And then there's just a moment
a fleeting
that is
moment.
so tender that I cried.
Did you?
I did.
I didn't hear you cry.
It was just lovely.
Was it a silent tear?
It was. It was.
Is it because you hope to feel that as well, Paul?
I don't think I'll ever feel young again. Well, not myself anyway. But yeah, it was so gloriously tender.
Are you crying now, Paul?
I sort of, it was lovely. But also, what are the motorbike ones called?
Oh gosh, I can't remember their names.
They've got their names, and they're like a Hell's Angel gang of scarecrows. Yeah. And of course, they've just got like a set of handlebars or a stick with a stick across it as the motorbike. But the whole thing of those 5 characters and their group, and it's just so
they're pretending
beautiful.
to be tough, but they're not really tough. They're not really. And they're not really naughty, and they're not really evil. There is no real peril at all. I mean, there are slight moments of tension, but there's nothing to challenge you in that way. There's nothing that you're really frightened at, or oh my god.
But there's lots of tenderness
actually, at
and
one
charm.
point, when they were sneaking around the fairground, you were kind of thinking, "Don't get caught."
Oh yeah.
Don't get caught.
Because scarecrows can't get caught.
They can't be seen
by humans, can they?
By grown-up humans.
Because that wouldn't be right.
No.
And who was the fairground guy? What's his name?
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey.
Yeah.
Again, beautiful characterisation from Bill Bailey. And I think this is the wonderful thing about really good actors. They can come into an episode of a series, and they can give you just maybe, have like 5 or 10 minutes of screen time overall, and they give you such a beautiful characterisation. And his character as the fairground owner and his family has always owned this fairground, this travelling fairground. That characterisation is lovely, and there's one bit where all of the fairground people, the workers, the humans, fall asleep, and I thought that was beautiful.
Again with the spoilers.
I know, but you know, it's so lovely. It's so lovely. Yeah.
It's so lovely, and it's not lovely for them now. You've ruined it.
No, but it's that type of
Honestly,
programme that
Paul.
you sort of know what's going to happen, and that's the charm of it.
Yeah, lovely.
You know,
and so, Paul,
and
you
the Twitchers
also...
as well. With the Twitchers episode was lovely. So yeah, so you get bonfire night, you get Twitchers, and you get Aunt Sally at the fairground.
Yeah, okay.
Lovely.
And also, Paul, when you're not watching charming, beautiful little films like Worzel Gummidge, you're watching Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Die Hard.
Full of blood, awful, awful violence, awful, unspeakable acts of violence and shootings.
And naughtiness.
Naughtiness?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, they're all naughty, aren't they? But they're naughty in the real sense,
Yeah,
but they kill people.
To be honest with you, I can't watch those films.
But look,
I just
the
think
thing
they're
is,
pointless.
I really wanted to watch a traditional Christmas film
Die Hard with
this
Vengeance.
Christmas. So I watched Die Hard because it's obviously a Christmas film because it's set at Christmas. So it is a Christmas film.
Yeah, okay. You've said that 4 times now.
And you know what? Yeah, I won't be watching them again.
No. Okay.
I think they're very much of their time. Yeah, they're very much of their time. Where The Amazing Mr. Blunden, which of course is very different and doesn't have blood and gore and all of that. The original, I would happily watch that again. As I'd watch the one we've just seen again in a few years' time. But Die Hard, I wouldn't watch again.
Right, okay.
There's
Your time's
another
up.
magpie.
Your time's up now.
Hello, Mr. Magpie.
Look over there. Time's up. That's time to say goodbye for this week's Sunday Chat.
Sunday Chat!
We do hope you've had a lovely Christmas and New Year celebration and enjoyed all of the lovely things. It's all over now. Say goodbye. Put it behind you. Move forwards. And just start thinking about what resolutions you're going to make in February. See, I said it there.
Aims.
What things are you going to aim for in February? I'm not going to make any plans.
No.
No. No plans. Nothing until February. And then we'll share what those plans are with you.
I am going
Not.
to make some plans, and that
Good.
is just going to be to walk more. I have my walking boots mended, and they are waterproof. I need to
Yeah.
add more dubbing to
Lovely.
them, so I will do that, and then I will get walking, and I'll also do the Jane Fonda walkout.
And my plan today is to make a broccoli gratin.
Oh, really?
If you're interested in looking at my recipe for a broccoli gratin, just have a look here. Yeah.
Are we going to have
broccoli
Brussels
gratin for dinner.
sprouts as well?
Yeah.
Brussels
They go
sprouts,
really
broccoli
well.
gratin,
And maybe some veggie sausages.
veggie sausages.
Or
I think
pie.
we've got some. Yeah, we've got something
Or
like
pie.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's it for this week. Take care. Toodle pip, toodaloo, au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.
Sunday Chat!
Take care.
That's the first one of the new year.
Take care.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Paul.